Thanks for checking out Hemlock Outdoors. I'm Kurt, and in this video, we're going to talk about hammock pillows. So I realized I launched these about 3 years ago, and I never really did a good video on them. So we're going to talk about them, what they're made of, and just give you an idea what they're all about. So the hammock pillows are made from two different kinds of fabric. You can either get it in flannel, like this, or in nylon, like this. When I make them out of nylon, I basically use either blue or gray fabric, whatever I have the most of. But if you're looking for a specific color, just put a note in the order comments, and if I have it, I'll use that. If not, I'll reach out to you and we'll figure something out. If you're ordering a hammock with the pillow and you want it to match the body of the hammock, just let me know, and that's no problem. For the flannel, I've got two different versions. This is flannel 2, and then I'll put up a picture of flannel 1. I didn't grab one of those, but it's like this, but it's just got like a wider color band in it. For the interior, for the fill, I'm using shredded memory foam. I'm not using insulation. I'm not using down or apex, and the reason for that is, well, insulation insulates, and in the winter that might be beneficial, but in the summer it just makes your head all sweaty. So I use memory foam because that tends to keep a little bit of heat in the winter, but also stays a little cooler in the summer. And memory foam is much well, it just bounces back to shape. Since it's shredded memory foam, if the fill starts to migrate inside, you can just kind of shake it up and squeeze it back into the position you like, and it tends to cradle your head really nicely when you're in a hammock, and it keeps that shape. I keep them a nice small size. When they're all puffed up, they're about 8 by 11. The fabric is cut 8.5 to 11.5 roughly, but yeah, you'll see that the actual sizes, it looks really small. But in a hammock, you don't need a big pillow. This isn't made for ground sleeping. If you're using this, if you're looking at this for a tent, you want something memory foam, reach out. I can make you something bigger, but this really doesn't have the loft or the size to be comfortable on the ground. This is really designed for the hammock. When you got your head in there, it just kind of holds your head in place. It acts kind of like a shock absorber. As you move around the hammock, your head will just stay nice and in position. The really only feature that I add to these is this little gross grain loop right here, and that allows you to be able to put a piece of shock cord or something, tie it onto that, tie it off to your ridgeline or the end of your hammock so that it doesn't fall out. I use 4 ounces of the shredded memory foam inside, so the weight is about 5 ounces roughly, depending on the nylon or the flannel material. And they pack down really small. I don't include a stuff sack with these because you can just cram these anywhere in your backpack and they flatten out. The one side note I will make though is, in the winter, memory foam tends to freeze, I guess. It kind of loses its ability to pop back. So it doesn't take much to warm it back up. Like once you put your head on it, it kind of pops back into life. But yeah, if you're using it in the winter and it's crammed in your backpack, it might be all like kind of jacked up. I throw mine in my jacket and it pops right back. So it's not a defect. It's just the way memory foam reacts in the cold. So that's a real quick look at the hammock pillow. These are in the accessories section of the website. So come on over to Hammock Outdoors and check them out. I'll see you on the trail.